That's her villa. Wow. I'm literally Kylie Jenner. I'm 21. Welcome to my life and my brain. So beautiful. What's good, vlog? It's your girl, Hailey, Sani. It's currently 7 a.m. We're in the Orly airport in Paris. We're about to go to Marbella. Guys, this is the randomest, most spontaneous, but at the same time, coolest thing I've done. We're going on this luxury getaway because I know this content creator, Enes. You've probably seen these videos. Like, he posts videos like touring a $20 million penthouse in New York. He's like a real estate YouTuber and he's Turkish. And he was like, hey, I know you're in Europe. We're shooting a bunch of like sick villas in Spain. If you and your boyfriend want to come through and just stay and like get some content, feel free to come this weekend. I was like, say less. I'll be on my way. Pull up in the street like, what? So where are we going? Malaga. Okay, so we just got off the plane and that's literally the company that's like hosting everyone at these villas. Holiday home ownership for 1/8 the cost. It's called Picasso.
I like it, Picasso.
It's basically like owning a timeshare in Spain, in Marbella. So that means that you can use the house for 1/8 of the year, which is fine because like vacation houses aren't something that you use full time anyway. On the flight, there was this little demon child. Is that bad to say? I honestly don't even care. That was kicking my seat so hard. And I would turn around and I would be like, stop. And she would look at me like this, laugh in my face, and I'd turn around and she would keep kicking. You know all the magazines and stuff that's like behind the chair? She was putting them on the floor and like throwing them at my feet, and she thought it was the funniest thing, and like she would just laugh every time. And I was just trying to sleep. I was like, bro, I woke up at 6 a.m. Like the whole flight I was basically fighting with her. She's like 5. Now we're gonna meet up with the people that are gonna take us to the place we're staying at. I've never been to Malaga or Marbella. Is Marbella in Malaga? Yes. No?
Two separate cities.
I've only been to Barcelona, one of my favorite cities. Like Barcelona is like my top 3 cities.
Your top 3 cities?
Amsterdam, Monte Carlo, Barcelona.
They call Marbella the like cheap Monte Carlo, like budget Monte Carlo.
Because Monte Carlo isn't even like, that's not even real money anymore. That's like, you show up with like blocks of gold to get around. Yeah, I bet it's still super expensive.
I read about it. There's nightclubs, there's like yachts, there's nice hotels.
Yeah! It is so warm here. I already love it. No coat. I'm all good. We met up with our driver and now we are going to the car. You guys, we've arrived. That's her villa. I don't think I've ever stayed in a villa that crazy. Holy guacamole. Let's get this party started. Oh my god, bro. Stop. Don't tease me like this. It looks so crystal. I want to drink it. Wow. We're gonna have a fun weekend. Babe, I'm literally Kylie Jenner. Like, I think that's literally what her house looks like. You guys, life is so fun sometimes. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is Tom making himself comfortable. Here we have our bathroom. So beautiful. We have the bedroom. Tom's also like in a Zoom call right now.
I'm not. I'm really not.
You're just there in spirit, babe. Digital spirit. Even the fucking slippers look nice and luxurious. And then we have this balcony that literally stretches around the entire villa.
They gave us such a good bedroom.
I know.
Look at that.
Like they really pulled through. We should just not go back home. I mean, not that we live in a place to complain about, but imagine the parties you could throw here, you guys. Like if all my friends were here, wow, this would be sick. I believe the house is 3.5 million euros. So you pay 1/8 of that. So like what, like $600,000? We haven't really like discovered the city or anything, but
the house itself.
Fucking love Spain. And I heard a little something about a paella dinner tonight. I've just like missed the warmth. I was in London for so long, and then Paris is colder than London. Like, sure, it's a little bit sunnier than London, but it's still really cold. It's a beautiful 20 degrees right now. Like, I don't even need to be wearing this hoodie. He was just like, there's food in the fridge, sit by the pool, there's a jacuzzi at the roof. Let's go look at the roof.
He was like, treat the house like it's yours.
I was like, this house is really easy to make yourself comfortable in, so no
Compared
worries.
to our cupboard that we live in Paris.
Babe, come on.
Oh wait, but compared to this,
I
the
would-
balcony is bigger than our house. I'm very
This
grateful
is
for
true.
everything.
Yeah, this is true.
Wait, check out.
By the way, guys, they filmed like a professional tour of this house, and they're filming so many like legit tours, like nice. And you should check them out because those are like my favorite videos to watch at like 2 a.m. I'll go down in like a real estate rabbit hole of just like watching houses that I can't afford. But here I am, staying in one. So I guess if you watch them hard enough, you can manifest it into reality. So this is the same villa, literally the same layout.
You know what they should have done?
Yeah, babe, come on, give them some architectural advice.
Put the step on that side. There's no way to jump in from here. Like if the
Babe,
steps
you
weren't-
shouldn't be jumping in from here into the pool anyway.
But if I spent 600,000, I would want to be able to do that.
I mean, I'm sure if you can afford 600,000 on 1/8 of the house, you can afford to build a slide into the pool.
I'll live here, and then the rest of the 280 days, I won't live anywhere.
So, we're only here for 3 days, but you know I packed as if I was here for 2 weeks. And I somehow managed to fit it all in this carry-on suitcase, so this should be interesting. Guys, I have my first white hair. What the heck? Like, do you see it right there? It's like just newly growing. White. I'm 21. Tell it to go away. Anyways, I want to love the cleaning supplies. Babe, are you gonna bring your Zoom class along with us everywhere we go?
I have to.
Here's our kitchen. Here is the dining room. And then here's the living room. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Let's see if the pool's heated, because it's still kind of chilly. Okay, it is not heated. It is not heated, you guys. Good to know. Don't go in the pool. It's fucking cold. So remember when we would set up the camera in my downtown LA apartment in the kitchen and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna show you what I got from Trader Joe's. It's like that, except it's really nothing like that. They were not kidding when they said fully stocked. So we found the jacuzzi. Everyone that works at the house only speaks Spanish, and I took Spanish for like 2 years before I switched to French. So I was trying to communicate. I was like, ¿Dónde está jacuzzi? And then she helped us find it. Which honestly, to me, that's speaking Spanish, because I had a goal, I communicated it, and I accomplished it. However, it's honestly pretty warm right now, so I'm saying to Tom, let's sunbathe, and then we can come up and chill in the jacuzzi when it gets colder, because right now it's pretty warm. In the Kylie Jenner seats. This is the roof though. Holy crazy guacs. Oh my
You're
god.
just making up words at this point now.
Why?
Holy crazy guacs.
Me sitting under the sun for the first time in like 6 months, thinking I'm gonna get a tan, and then the UV index is 4. I'm still soaking in the vitamin D because God knows I need it. I don't know if my tan dreams are exactly gonna come true, but I am loving life right now. I wonder if they have a speaker. Beautiful. Where's my snack? Got a banana. These aren't even hot dogs. They're just something pale and long.
They're sauerkrauts.
They're just leeks. This is the most peaceful I've been for a while. Tom and I really want some Coronas with lime. Maybe fish tacos with some pico de gallo and guac.
Yeah.
Not much. Can you see it?
I can't tell. Yeah, you can.
So I thought the UV index was 4, so I kept my shorts on. Now I have a shorts tan line. Thank God I noticed. It's literally been 20 minutes. The fattest shorts tan. Thanks. I can't get the Wordle. Ever since the New York Times bought Wordle, life hasn't been the same. First of all, the words are harder. The other day was caulk. Never heard that word. Apparently it's the substance you use in between tiles when you're tiling. Yeah, perfect. I'm on my third word. I got house and then booze. So you can tell I'm very much inspired by my surroundings.
15 minutes later.
The word was dodge. And I didn't get it. And I lost my 18-day Wordle streak, so. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I believe in dreaming, shooting for the stars. Okay. Basically, everybody that's working on the videos of the house tours is staying in this house. And there's like a bunch, like right now they're at 40 million euro villa and they're like shooting it. Once they're done shooting, the whole team is gonna go to dinner and we're gonna have like paella by the beach. I'm so excited. I'm like getting ready for the entire rest of the evening now. I kind of realized like I haven't filmed like a getting ready with you guys video in God knows how long. My whole routine has changed. So I wanted to like chit chat with you guys while I'm doing my makeup and catch up because I really missed that. And then talk to you about like some of the products that I've really been enjoying. First things first, this is my new favorite. It's the Tula Skincare Rose Glow Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. And it looks like this. It's basically like a balm stick. And it has a little bit of like slight shimmer in it, nothing crazy. And I put this underneath my eyes. You can already tell like how brightening it is. And basically like when I have this on, my friend like Sarah, I was like, your under eyes are so bright. Like that's what I said to her and she was like, no, it's because I use this eye balm, this cooling eye balm underneath my concealer. And I just so happened to have this with me, but I just never used it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start using it. And now I'm obsessed with it. And it just like makes my under eyes, I don't know, like I feel like my concealer sits better throughout the rest of the day. So we love her. I will link her down below. She's like a new fave in the edition. I did a brand deal for this beauty blender. This is the Eco Tools Biodegradable Beauty Blender. And I brought a bunch of them with me when I came to Europe because I don't like to use the same beauty blender for too long. Just because it's really not that, it's really bad. Like if I'm investing so much into my skincare routine, I'm also like gonna take precaution as to things that could essentially be bad for my skin. And one of those things is using like a wet, dirty beauty blender over and over again. So make sure you wash them. And I don't feel guilty about buying new ones of these because they are biodegradable. I will also link this down below. I love that I get to work with brands. I always say this. I always work with brands that I genuinely, truly love. And that just makes me so happy. I feel like I manifest those brands into my life. Or I just like tag them on my Instagram story until they're like, fine, we'll work with you. The Too Faced Concealer, you guys know this is like my ride or die. Although I will say like being in London and then Paris, the sun really hasn't been there for me. So I love how my concealer is honestly a little bit darker than the rest of my face. But yeah, I don't really care. You might be like, Hailey, like we know you've been in Paris. You posted one Paris vlog, like literally like the first day of me moving in. And then now I'm in Spain and I like haven't really vlogged in Paris. The first few weeks I was kind of dealing with this really rapid transition. Like I just gotten used to London and then I kind of had to leave like right when I was getting comfortable and then move into a brand new city with a new language. Like the language thing really made things a little bit harder than I anticipated because like I speak French, but you know, sometimes you're having a bad day and you just want to get food and then like you have to stare at a menu for like 30 minutes just so you can understand like how the fuck do they say pepper, you know, like little things like that. Like sure I can get around and now I'm doing a lot better, but it was just like that initial period where I kind of did struggle and I was like, like life was too difficult on its own, so adding like filming to that, I kind of made this promise to myself, if you guys remember, like before I took a break from posting, where I was like, I'm not gonna force anything on myself when it comes to doing this, just because my whole life it's just come to me very like authentically. Like I've never really like felt forced, and it was just like in 2021 where I was kind of feeling like I was doing it because it was my job and not because it like came from a genuine place. But the whole time I was pretty open and honest, like in all my videos and my Q&As. So maybe some of you like kind of saw that coming, I don't know. And then I took my break and then I picked back up in London and everything was fine. And then I was in Paris and I was like, whoa, like life is a little bit difficult right now. Like I need to adjust before I can like start doing this again. You guys probably know like I go to UCSB, which is the quarter system. and right now I'm doing winter quarter classes, and each quarter is 10 weeks of school, and I just wrapped up week 6. So next week is week 7, which is honestly kind of crazy because this quarter went by way faster than London did. Maybe because I was like doing long distance, so everything just felt longer to me, but this quarter actually felt like the blink of an eye. And because it was a 3-month program and I have my Schengen, which is the best thing that ever happen to me, just fucking kidding, I need to leave the European Union because an American citizen can only be like a tourist in EU for 90 days out of every 180. So essentially, like after 3 months, you need to leave unless you have like, you're working here, you're married to someone that's in the EU, you know, like, or like unless I had a student visa for the year, which I couldn't get because my program was only 3 months. So the government was kind of like, your program's only 3 months. Like, we're not gonna give you a student visa that's extended. Like for example, Tom's program is 5 months. And if I was doing his program before I came to Paris, I would have had to apply for a visa and then I could stay probably for like 5 months, 6 months. Technically my program wasn't that long. They're like, no, you can just go as a tourist, live there for 3 months, but then you're booted. Like they're kicking me out. And you might be thinking like, oh my God, Hailey, where are you going? Like what? Now you have to leave Europe? Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, girl. Where am I going? You let me know. The whole point of kind of like living in these cities for 3 months was to see if I could like live there full time, because you guys know I just like did not enjoy LA. Oh, by the way, I bake with this is the Dermablend loose setting powder. I will just like put a little bit of this underneath my eyes just to get rid of the creasing and stuff, and then let that sit for a little. I love scaring people into thinking that this is how I actually like did my makeup. Scaring people as in Tom, but like now he knows better. Now he knows that it's called baking and it's gonna go away. After living in Paris for 3 months, I don't know if Paris is the right place for me to settle down at the moment, just because I feel very motivated to work recently. I'm not trying to say like, oh, like my career is the only thing that gives direction to my life. We're past that, ladies. I think that for now, Europe is not the move for me, just because I really feel like I would have to start from scratch. Like whenever I work with brands, it just like makes everything a lot harder. Like they'll send product and then it'll get stuck in customs, and that delays the brand deal, and it's just been really hard to work. And as much as I like wish I didn't have to think about work and I could just like freely live my life, which I could, you know, like as the existentialist philosophy of life goes, true freedom is when you have to take agency over the conditions that are already within your life. So within nihilism is born freedom, and then you can give direction to your life. Whatever. I'm also like really into philosophy ever since I moved to Paris. Like, love me some Camus and Sartre. As much as I like wish I could prance around, I could prance around if I wanted to in a field and pick berries. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Maybe I have slightly been bought into the superficial world where I do want to live in a nice apartment and I do want to be able to take nice vacations and, you know, dabble in the material world as the material girl would. I'm not saying like that's completely what gives direction to my life, but it's important to me to be able to work right now, save up money, and then who knows, maybe I will prance around in a field. But is it worth it if you're doing that when you're old and not in your prime time? See, this is my inner monologue at all times. And then what? Depression. Sorry if you're like watching this and you're so confused. Welcome to my life and my brain. Nevertheless, I think my next move, just my next financial move in life, and this has been the case for a while now, is buying a place for me to live, to kind of have as my home base. You guys know I've like been, okay, let me figure out my next step in my makeup routine, because Tom's gonna kill me because he wants to leave. And here I am talking about philosophy and what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life while doing my makeup, and he's outside being like, where the fuck is she? Oh, Makeup by Mario nude eyeliner on my waterline changes your whole look, makes everything look brighter. And I've tried other nude eyeliners and they just don't really work the way that I like them to, like stay pigmented. So Makeup by Mario, you're doing something right. I'm 21 now. I've been doing YouTube for a while, and I feel like, you know, I've been saving, and I'm kind of like, it's time for me to find a home base where I can, you know, even if I don't live there full time, maybe I'm Airbnb-ing it a couple weeks or a couple months throughout the year and like part-time living somewhere else. Like, that's the beauty of my job. It gives me freedom to do that. And also, like, I've just been very nomadic my whole life, and it's honestly taking like a toll on my psyche, because I have like suitcases full of shit in Turkey, and then I have my furniture from my downtown LA apartment in a storage unit in LA, and then I have half my shit here. I'm very scattered around the world, and that reflects on my brain. I feel very scattered mentally. I think it would just like put my conscious, I know there's like, maybe if I did some inner reflective work, I could find other ways to feel whole even within the mess, but I just don't have time for that right now. I just kind of have things to do. So, and also it's like a smart financial decision to have property instead of just like having your money lose value in the bank. Thus, therefore, I was kind of trying to figure out, where the fuck am I gonna buy this property? And I was thinking, you know, I think Paris is it. Like, maybe Paris will be it for me. And then if I invest, I can also get like an EU passport or something like that. I don't know, residency, even if I'm not a citizen. So I was like, yeah. But now that I think about it, like, it's really hard to move your business from one country to another. Like, it comes with a lot of issues like taxation, bank accounts. I'm not really in the mood to do all of that in a different language when I get frustrated trying to order a falafel bowl in French. So yeah, I think I'm gonna buy an apartment in New York. Did I say that? Charlotte Tilbury full fat lashes mascara. Brush away, I bake, and then lower lashes. This is great, especially because I've been living all over the world. I've just been traveling a lot. So I was like, why was I so against palettes? Like, for some reason, subconsciously, I always thought like if something isn't a palette, it's like less quality. It's gonna be the same quality if it wasn't a singular compact, you know? So yeah, now I use palettes, and I kind of love it. I mix the bottom too. I kind of want to move to Costa Rica sometimes, like 3 days out of the week. The other 4 days of the week, I'm like, I want to be a city girl. I love every city that's not LA, honestly. Like, why do people live there and torture themselves? Glowgasm, beauty light wand. I think I'm a little late on this one. I honestly don't like the container of this, just because when I squeeze it, it's always too much product, and then like so much of it stays within the cap. I don't know. I feel like I could do a better way. I love the product itself. It's very glowy, and it's just like a nice creamy blush that stays for a long time. But I don't like the squeezy thing. I'm glad I live there for the time being. You know, obviously, like, it was good for my work. You know, the Super Bowl Revolve event with Justin and Drake? I was invited to that, but I couldn't go because I'm here. It's sick. Like, Justin Bieber front row. Like, that man was on every girl's story, like, right up in their face. And I love him. I was like, what? See, like, I missed out on that. I was kind of sad. But then I was like, okay, now it's over. And was it worth it? No. Am I gonna stay there for the cool events every once in a while? No. Then I got over it. Thank you for coming to my therapy talk. That's just life, man. That's just been the chaos that I'm kind of trying to find calmness in. It's good or whatever. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Last but not least, Fenty Gloss Balm in the shade Fussy. I like the taste also. It tastes like vanilla cupcake. And then my travel size Victoria's Secret perfume. See the difference the white eyeliner makes? And that is my finished look. Here's the look. I'm wearing this beige little top, my Reformation leopard print. This skirt really comes through all the time. A leather blazer, my little off-white bag. We're about to head over to dinner, guys. There's a lot of us. There's a whole group of people. Like,
how can I
oh my god, guys. My hand is like literally this big. We have a lot of camera action going on. So we wrapped up with dinner, had some paella. Honestly, I asked you guys on my story, I was like, what are some things to do in Marbella? And a lot of you said to come to Puerto Banús, which is like the downtown area of this place. Yeah, we're trying to just get some dessert, after dinner, and then we're probably gonna head home. And I'm trying to have a jacuzzi moment, so we'll see if that ends up happening.
You should film the car behind it.
So beautiful.
It's a wraith.
Hop out of the Ghost into a Wraith, babe.
Like if I don't have to step back to look at the size of the boat, I don't want to see it.
A lot of you told me to come here, actually.
Picasso. I like it.
Holy shit.
Rare. So you see the
Oh my God.
bar that goes in between the passenger and the driver.
Yeah, I love that. This is an Aston
See how
Martin.
big the windshield is? Yeah. You have to wear helmets when you drive it.
You can't be grabbing her thigh. Not good. Oh my God. Holy
Why is that so fast?
That's kind of funny, Dad. I looked over and saw he was beating me for a second.
We're home now.
Yes, this is our house.
This is home now. This is where we belong.
Where are you going with this? We're getting in the jacuzzi.
So I shouldn't put on sweats.